You guys were great in the comments. All the ones that helped explain and help understand. It's really appreciated. So I don't want you to think it goes unnoticed. We can't respond to everybody because there's a lot. It's hard to. So I just want you to understand that we do read your comments and we very much appreciate what you did.
Magic in the movies. Get better and better.
What's up, Indian cinema fans? Welcome back to another reaction here at 3 Shades of Whatever. We got Kalki 2898 official trailer this time.
So the last one was a teaser? Only a teaser?
I'm pretty sure that's all we got was a teaser. Maybe this is trailer 2, actually. It might have been trailer 1.
I think this is trailer 2.
I think that's what it is. I think we watched trailer 1.
You know what? Words don't mean shit, because that first one was a trailer, whether they called it a teaser or not. That shit was long.
I'm telling you.
I don't give a shit.
They do that nowadays, too. They call teasers now are long. Like, teasers back in the day was like a minute long. And, it gave you a little bit of the story. Now they give you no story with a long tease. It's like a bunch of just shots from the movie. It's like, oh, that looks cool, but I have no idea what the hell's going on. Like we did anyway in that trailer, because we don't know much about the mythology of this. But thanks to our subs, we have found out quite a bit in the comments.
I mean, there are a ton of comments, and I have to say, it's pretty deep. If you're not
totally
ingrained in the whole, if you don't know a lot about Hinduism, it's very hard to follow exactly what's going on. So,
very true.
From our standpoint, when we watch it, we're like, we have no idea what's going on. I read the comments and I'm like, wow, there's a lot to this, which I really like, because I like a lot of that.
I'm the same.
Whether you want to call it mythology or truth or whatever, I'm going to call it mythology because
that's what they say in the comments a lot too. So don't worry about that.
It has, it's the stories are just so cool, and you could do so much with it. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? So I have to allude to everybody commenting saying it's not biblical.
No shit.
Listen,
sorry, but
you got it. You have to understand something.
We didn't say it was biblical.
I watch this. I'm from the United States. I watch this. I see a religious figure. At least I understood that it was a Hindu character. Mm-hmm. So I knew that much. I used the term biblical as a slang term for scripture. I'm just relating it to the way I would think. I didn't sit there and articulately think this out and then record it. We hit record, we watch it, and we react. So I said, like a bit biblical.
What you said exactly.
If you thought,
let me tell you exactly what you said.
I thought this came from the Christian Bible.
Yeah.
Because people in the comments, it's like, this isn't from the Bible. I'm like, you really thought, at what point did Jesus meet Vishnu? Like, come on now. Do you really think I thought that?
No.
Everybody, I hope you're watching this and think a biblical. You don't see. It's just as stupid to assume that I thought this was God and Vishnu are hanging out. Yeah. Like our God, like Western God, Jewish God, Christian God, and Vishnu and all these Hindu characters are hanging out.
Yeah.
It's more dumb to think that than to actually think.
Dude, all that was
that
really
me
said,
saying biblical.
All that was really said is, because the trailer ended, and I said, quote, what in the Dune meets Stargate with a sprinkle of Star Wars did we just watch? And you said, you got to add the Bible. I get what you meant by that. He meant add the Bible as far as what visually we could see that it seemed like Dune, Stargate, the Bible, Star Wars. It was a mixture of all this shit. Not saying the characters were. I didn't think Luke Skywalker and Vader were going to fight Vishnu.
Yeah, I'm just relating it to
what we saw, what it reminded us of. Big deal. It had nothing to do with anything else. And the people that commented that, I am sure you guys skip around. You don't really watch and listen to what's being said. You skip around. You can't skip around here at 3 Shades. Everything is connected in one way or another.
So yes, the Vedas, however you say it correctly, would be the correct, term for the Hindu scriptures, or a collection of scriptures, a collection of books. I do not claim to be an expert in that. But when I said biblical or the Bible, I meant Hindu books, their version of, we say Bible, they say, I understand it's a little off, but no, I did not think Jesus and Hindu mythological characters were hanging out at any point, or God and mythological characters were hanging out at any point. So sometimes doing these off the cuff reactions, you say words. I didn't I didn't know at the time off the top of my head what Hindu scriptures were, what they're called, the Vedas.
Yeah, and we got characters mixed up. We were literally guessing on who we thought could be who because we knew nothing about it. Like, we just found out that Vishnu is not actually the guy. His name was like Ash. I have it here. I lost it. Oh, yeah, here it is. Ashwathama, a warrior from the Mahabharata. I don't know what any of that is.
Mahabharata.
I get it. I get that. Yeah, that guy's name is Ashwathama.
So how about this?
And Kalki is the baby being born, or the reincarnation of Vishnu is. Yeah.
You know what? Screw this. We'll put this. We'll put this comment up. We'll feature this comment. Since many people took the time to write these long comments, and I actually do appreciate it a lot. But let's read this comment.
It is very helpful.
Sarah Bachner, BBN3DL, one day ago, he says this. This is a little shorter than the one I was reading before, but it's still not that short.
That's fine.
Since they put it up, the story is linked to an ancient scripture called Mahabharata, which is the largest text among all religious texts. It's like Game of Thrones. Oh, yeah. But more virtuous and with an intention. There was a war which was fought between the two factions in the kingdom. On one side of protagonist, there was the Lord Krishna, an avatar of Lord Vishnu. While the war was happening, there was a character named Ashwathama, who deceitfully killed some people, so Lord Krishna cursed him that he will remain alive for thousands of years until another avatar of Vishnu comes on earth, and he would have to help him. The old bearded man you see is that character, Ashwathama. In the trailer, there's a mother who is supposedly given birth to Kalki, the final avatar of Lord Vishnu. And as mentioned above, the old cursed man, Ashwathama, is supposed to protect him. The young guy is... I'm sorry for... I don't know how to read these words. The young guy is Bharavya, a bounty hunter. We don't know what his deal is or how he connects with the ancient story. Watch the movie to find out. Sadly, it would hit harder if people know about the Mahabharata, but even then, it's still a solid watch. That's a great comment. I cannot...
Yeah, that helped out a lot, man. That gave me everything I needed to know.
And I can't really speak to the credibility of this comment. This person seems like they know what they're talking about, and there's a lot of comments. We can't spend hours reading them all, but the fact at the end he says it's a good watch, regardless of what you know, it's a good watch. But I will argue, knowing it, like he said, or he or she said, I think knowing it would make it better. So sorry for my diatribe there, but I figured
needed to be done.
We have to give credit. We have to cite some of these. We have to cite these amazing comments.
On that note, let's see what Kalki 2898 second trailer has to say.
ಅವರನ್ನು ಹುಡುಕುವ ಸಮಯ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಭಗವಂತನ ಒಳಗೆ ಇಡೀ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಯೇ ಇರುತ್ತದೆ ಎಂದು. ಆದರೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಗರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಗವಂತನೇ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ.
So yeah, like we said before, the next Messiah. And no, we didn't mean Jesus.
ನಾಳೆಗೋಸ್ಕರ
ಇವತ್ತೇ ನಿನ್ನ ಸಾಯಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನಾಳೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಎಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ?
He's huge. I did see that in the comments. It's supposed to be like 9 feet.
One shot. ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸರಿ, ಇಷ್ಟು ಸಾಕು. ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಯುಗಗಳಾದರೂ ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಬದಲಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಬದಲಾಗೋದೂ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Oof.
ಯುದ್ಧದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಜಯ ಕೇವಲ ಮೃತ್ಯುಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಲಭಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಈ ಸಲ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಬಾ.
Yeah, that's definitely prepared. What the hell? That looks insane.
It looks so good. Yeah, and
it really does, man. My God.
Understanding that they're trying to protect this last avatar of Vishnu by this man who's been this god, or however you want to describe him, who's been cursed to live for thousands of years. That makes it so much cooler. Understanding that makes this so much cooler. Like now,
I didn't realize how big he looked in the first trailer.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Now I'm like, I'm more interested, because sometimes when you see an overload of special effects, you get desensitized to it. I've been seeing special effects my whole life, but when you give it meaning, and just like that commenter said, it's a watch no matter what. But if you give it meaning, it means more. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
I agree with you. Yeah, I totally agree.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
It looked insane to me. Like I said, I'm going right back to what I said. What in the Dune and Stargate and Star Wars did I see? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like the battles they're having, the technology you see going on, like that upside down triangle like pyramid thing. But then they had the little mini version that would, like, with the lid come over top. I don't know what the hell was happening, but yes, I want to see it.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. It's like,
I want to see it a lot more now that I understand it a little bit better. And I don't even understand it that well, but I understand it more.
Yeah, I know we're in the year 2898. Obviously, it's far in the future. 870 years into the future, basically. And the technology is further along, but yet the world has been stripped back. You know what I mean? It's like the world itself, the Earth, is more like biblical times. Just saying. And,
how dare you?
But then you get into the futuristic, the Stargate-esque of it, with the ships and all the guns and all the futuristic weapons and stuff. This just looks crazy. And like I said, man, 𝐸𝐶, that guy is huge looking. I did not see him looking that big in the first trailer that we watched. But if you really look, when he grabs my dude and tosses him, my dude is like this big, and 𝐸𝐶 is like double. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, that was really cool. I love how,
I hope I'm saying his name
right. I love how ancient mythology is so similar to like current storytelling, like superheroes and stuff like that. It's like crazy. Over the last 5,000 years, like you could almost say like not much has changed as far as storytelling. Like the concept of avatars, just that in general, like, thinking like you could be reincarnated into multiple different bodies. And I understand it's obviously really old, but it hasn't gone away.
Tale as old as time.
A lot of people really believe, like I think it's quite possible. The one thing I say about, I'm a fan of mathematics and odds and what is the word? Not odds. I got to think of the word. Pause.
2,000 years later.
Probabilities. I'm into probabilities.
That's the word.
So I'm a fan of math, and I'm a big-time fan of probability. When I try to guess the next thing's going to happen, I try to think, what's the most probable thing that could happen? And
what's the likely probability?
I think about how many billions of years it supposedly, according to our knowledge, that the planet's been around, and how many years humans have been around, or how many years life forms have been around in general. Dinosaurs died 65 million years ago, so we have tons of life forms. I think about me being alive now, and the probability that I was never alive before. Well, there's billions of years I'm alive right now. I always thought, that's always blew my mind. And look, there's obviously a chance that I'm only alive now, I die, and that's it. Or, whatever it is, I float up to heaven, say hi to my old neighbors and shit. Yeah! Whatever. Or, you die and you get a new avatar. It's crazy how these ancient stories that's considered mythology might be more closer to the truth. I'm a free thinker.
It's also
I'm a
true.
free thinker. I
agree with you.
I don't
dude.
consider religion, and I could talk about things without being like blasphemous. I hate that word. You're being blasphemous. Oh, okay. I'm going to live my whole life based on a book that was written about 2,500 years ago, and I'm going to ignore everything I see with my own 2 eyes. No, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I know. People are silly when it comes to it, but as a whole, dude, I really think this is gonna hit a home run, man. This looks really, really good. I have to see this like soon. It already came out, so and it only like a few days ago. So we need to get on this because man, does this look insanely good. Probably this might be my favorite look of a trailer so far from Indian cinema because it has everything that I like in it. You know what I mean?
It looks great. Yeah. So there's really
let's give it one more run through before we call it quits. I want to see it one more time.
ಅವರನ್ನು ಹುಡುಕುವ ಸಮಯ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಭಗವಂತನ ಒಳಗೆ ಇಡೀ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಯೇ ಇರುತ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ.
Like, has he been gone for a while? Because he looks like he was like in a crypt. How dirty he looked there. You know what I mean?
Like he's now,
and he goes and picks up his stone. Like, is he coming back? He is coming back, but how long's he been away? You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of thing.
yeah.
ಇವತ್ತೇ ನಿನ್ನ ಸಾಯಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನಾಳೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಎಲ್ಲಿರೋ
And look how big he is.
ಕಾಪಾಡುತ್ತಾನೆ.
ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಬೌಂಟಿ
Ashwathama. I'm gonna go with Ashwathama.
Yeah. Well, look up. See right there. Did you see how big he was?
Yes.
ಸರಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ಸಾಕು.
It makes much more sense, like how he picked up all like 6 dudes in the first trailer.
Gives me 300 vibes. There for
Okay, I can see that. Yeah, like the Persian part, like that right there. Star Wars. That's Snoke. That hurts. Right on the ear. What the hell was that? That reminds me of Vlad the Impaler. See that thing? Huh? So much is going on to where it's like, I just got to see it. I just got to see it.
We got to see it in its context, in its full context.
Yeah. So what is it, like they only put the rich up on the upside down pyramid? I can't remember what it was called again. Like in that movie Elysium with Matt Damon, like all the rich went up to the space and all the poor stayed back on the deserted earth.
ಯುದ್ಧದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಜಯ ಕೇವಲ ಮೃತ್ಯುವಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಲಭಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಈ ಸಲ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
He's like, I can't beat you straight up, so I'm gonna have to use this big giant
I'm for
machine.
it, bro. Yeah, that is now on the list for now. I want to see it now. So I wonder if this is in theaters out here. We got to look that up later. But if not, we're gonna see it ASAP because that's needed. It's needed. I need to know what happened. What happens?
You know me. I like my wrestling terms. My
870
baby face and heels.
Yes.
So obviously the cursed man. Let me hold on.
It's the baby face.
He is the baby face.
Ashwathama.
Ashwathama. Ashwathama is the baby face, and then the bounty hunter seems to be kind of the heel. However, the bounty hunter gives me baby face vibes too. Like it's like
I feel like he's gonna turn to help them.
like baby face versus baby face. But the one guy doesn't realize what he's fighting for. He's just fighting for the bounty. But in the end, he's going to be like, I got to help him save the new Avatar.
Okay, I can see that.
That's my...
Another thing is I heard that they made that car for the movie for real.
Oh, yeah, I saw that in the comments. That's ridiculous. What?
I saw it quite a few times. I saw it a few times in the comments. I need to know how true that is. You know what? If somebody could, in the comments, put the link to Fox. I don't even know what the hell to Google for that. So if you could put the link to show me what that really looks like, and like on a website or some shit, just stick a link in the comments. I need to see what it looks like for real, because that's crazy if that really is real.
You could stick a sausage link there too. I'm kind of hungry.
Pause. So on that note, Tell us what you want next for as far as Indian cinema, because we are here for it. We are back fully on this Indian cinema train.
Yeah, like throw it down there. Also,
it's awesome.
Thanks for them long. Man, so many people took a lot of time to write some long things.
They did, and it's really appreciated here. You can't even understand how much that helps us, because we truly don't even understand what the hell we're looking at or listening to for the most part. We get ideas, but obviously we were guessing on the first trailer. We were able to go into this one with a lot better understanding of what we were seeing to give it a lot better assessment because of what you guys did in the comments. So
Very
it is
cool.
very much appreciated.
And for those that have problems with the biblical stuff, you could toss Krishnu's salad for all I care.
Yeah, you could also grab your drawers and just really give them a solid pull out of your butt crack. You'll feel a lot better.
We only fib